Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me again. I looked at my video playlist and I see that it's been a month. Well, for the two videos I recently posted, it's been about a week and 2 weeks. But anyways, I hope that all of you have been patient with me, and I hope you can understand why I haven't been coming back and all this. Losing someone dear to your heart is not easy to get over with. But anyways, enough of that. Today, I have a special update for you. Today, we are doing a what if. So I don't lose any of my subscribers. I don't want to lose you. This is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. And now that I've picked it up, and that I see that all of you are leaving, or some of you, is what I think. I don't truly know. But it feels as if though that a few of my subscribers have defected from my subscription. So I'm doing this to keep you all entertained. But please understand, I still need a little bit of time to recover after what I've experienced. Though I do not show it, nor do you ever hear it in my voice, I am still hurting inside my heart. But what I'm going to do is start taking baby steps to come back. Refreshed and renewed. So I can feel a little bit better. So today, we are doing What If Goku was the reincarnation of Yamoshi Karakoshi. Let's get on with it. We start off with the scene opening up to see a young man defeating hundreds of fighters. An arrogant man who thinks that the world and the universe bends to his law. He has a family of a wife and a mother who loves him dear. A father who loves him with pride and happiness. He battles fighters from across the universe and takes them down with ease. Fighters that have taken time with their abilities and skills, but none of them have come close to Yamoshi Karakoshi's abilities and skill. Yamoshi Karakoshi was the very first Saiyan and the founder of the Super Saiyan power. His Saiyan power was called the Pure Saiyan. It's not like your regular Super Saiyan. No, it's something more different. This is the origin of the Super Saiyan. To understand the Super Saiyan, it's not like Goku's Super Saiyan. No, that's a defect. That's something different. That's more or less a prototype version of Super Saiyan. It's not the entirety of the full power. No. The Super Saiyan is supposed to be something better than what the Super Saiyan you see in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. That is just a mere prototype, something that is copied, not the true power. Yamoshi Karakoshi is the very first Saiyan, the creator of the power. He is the one who discovered it after a tragic end with his family. People across the universe has been talking about Yamoshi Karakoshi, about his arrogance and his power. They talk of his arrogance. We come to a battle room or a battle discussion room. Yamoshi Karakoshi must be taken down. I demand it. Yes, we all hear your prey. We all hear you. But it's not that simple. Yamoshi Karakoshi is too powerful for his own good. And we all know this, yes? As everyone in the room nods their heads. Well, there must be a way we can take him down. Or at least hurt him somehow. Well, let's not try and think of it too severely. If we take this too far, things may get ugly. I don't care. He's taken down millions of my people. He's disrupted my plans to take over the universe. Yes, I know he has. But even though we would have stopped you either way, we shall not allow someone of your power and this your what's the word? Corruption corrupt the universe. So yes, he may have stopped you, but he has also committed heinous acts against others. So it is good that he stopped you, but it is not good that he's committed these heinous acts. So yes, we are inclined to help you take him down. But after that, we are no longer considered. We are no longer considered friends. The moment that he is gone, and gone forever, we, well, demolish this friendly pact. Yes, I understand that part of the deal, but we cannot just sit here and let him grow stronger. The moment that we sit here in this conference room, sitting here and talking amongst ourselves, every minute we're wasting, and every minute he grows stronger. So what do you suppose we do then, if you're so quick to jump the gun? Well, I have an idea. It may work if you follow my plans correctly. Oh, really? What's this idea? As he begins to explain his plan. Though it's a heinous act, it will prove useful. Fine, but only just this one heinous act we will commit upon it. But after that, we will no longer go with any of your heinous plans for his destruction. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I understand completely, Your Majesty. Anyways, let's get this plan in action. Yes, sir, as everyone says in the room. We cut back to Yamoshi Karakoshi, battling millions of other fighters, keeping him at bay. Though that Yamoshi Karakoshi is strong, Yamoshi Karakoshi cannot take on millions and millions of people with advanced weaponry. If he did that, he would have already taken over the universe already. But he is only taking over 50% of it, not full 100%. He has only taken over 50. And that 50% would soon come to be the Saiyan heritage of the Saiyan race. So, after the excruciating battle of Yamoshi Karakoshi, battling off millions and millions of people in battle, some people managed to land a hit on him and damage him dearly. After which, dang it, too many Naruto what ifs. I'm starting to get sidetracked. After that, Yamoshi Karakoshi finally stops as he is panting. What is happening? Why? Why are you doing this to me? As one of the soldiers come up to him. Are you really asking us this? You have terrorized our part of the universe for centuries. And also, one thing, Yamoshi Karakoshi since he is the most pure Saiyan in all its essence, the pure Saiyan can live for thousands of years and alongside his family. Though they are not immortal, their lifespan is just extended a couple centuries. But still, why? You come to my home? You came to ours first, and you started a ruckus, so it's only fair if we did the same. And now you will know true loss, Yamoshi. No, as his eyes widen. They widen dearly with a fear and distraught. No, you couldn't. You can't. The laws forbid it. Yes, but for you, it is an exception. You've terrorized our people and our race for too long, Yamoshi, and now your family must pay the price for it. Hopefully by this, you will learn some humility. Is that how you say it? Humility? Yeah, there we go. Humility. No! No! As he gets up on the rock, as you see him like this. You can't do that! I will not allow this to happen! As a green and yellow aura begins to surround him. A green and yellow aura. His eyes turn golden, as this is the Akari form. The Akari form multiplies your power by 50 instead of 10. Because, remember, the Super Saiyan and the Saiyan race is a defect. Goku is a defect. He's not 100% pure Saiyan. No, he is only 50% Saiyan. So his 10 times booster is only that. Yamoshi's Akari form is 100% Saiyan. So instead of 10 times, it's 50. His eyes turn golden and his power is multiplied by 50. 156,000 soldiers lay before him. Beaten and bloodied, some torn apart from the spine and the legs. Thousands of soldiers bloodied and beaten, killed, and brutally murderized. Hundreds of soldiers at the battlefield lay dead with their souls absorbed by Yamoshi with a special amulet hanging from his neck. Anyone who dares take on Yamoshi, their soul is taken by the amulet and amplifies his power by 10. He has absorbed 110,000 soldiers, and even more in the counting. The more they stand, the more they're allowing Yamoshi to grow strong. So by this, they go on and they try to stop him. Yamoshi goes on by punching one of the soldiers so hard, his fist comes flying out the other side of his back, covered in blood and spinal fluid. As pieces of the spine, as you know, like the spine pieces are stacked up on one another. They're like ball joints, you know? That's how you bend your back, bend forward, bend backwards. So they're basically like little tiny ball joints that allow you to bend forward and backwards. So 7 pieces of the spinal cord are flown out by that pure punch. His guts and his intestines come flying out his back, with his stomach come flying out. As the soldier dies within seconds, as his intestines have been blown out through his back. It is a gory sight, some soldiers with their heads clobbered in. Some brain matter and skull pieces are missing. It is a truly gruesome sight to see. Something horrific, only something of a nightmare to a soldier. So anyways, Yamoshi comes to his house finally after all these years, after all these hours and hours of brutally murderizing all of these soldiers. Yamoshi finally makes it, with blood dripping from his face, cut marks all over his body, and even a pierce mark through his back. Some steel metal is poking out of his shoulder, and bullet marks on his back and chest, with a little dagger sticking out of his back. It did not penetrate far, only by a few inches inside, touching one of his ribs. Because you know, like, the ribs attached to the spine at the back, so the dagger is sticking into his back, touching one of his ribs. as he does not take it out because it does not feel any pain. He does not feel no pain, as when he comes in the room, he finds his wife laying on the floor dead, with a cut, with a stab mark right through the heart. And the sad thing about that is, Yamoshi was expecting. If any of you know what that means, well, I don't have to explain. But for those who do not know what I'm talking about, they were expecting children. They were expecting twins, one girl and one boy, identical to one another. Enough about that. As Yamoshi yells out no in the sky, cursing the army who kept him back from protecting his family. As he wonders if his own mother and father and his brother are alive still. As he rushes to the kitchen, and he sees no one in the kitchen. Everything turned over, glasses shattered, plates shattered. The table is flipped over. Chairs are broken in half and spread all over the place. The cupboards are smashed open with plates coming out. One last final plate coming out and smashing on the counter. They smash the sink with water coming out of the faucet. Or no, not the faucet, the pipe. Water coming out of the pipe. The light's broken. It's day out. It's daytime out. Fire engulfs the kitchen, but the water keeps the fire at bay. So Yamoshi's not too worried about it. But he rushes upstairs. He rushes to his parents' room. He pounds on the door, yelling for his mother and father, asking if they are right. He decides enough is enough, and he busts down the door. He sees his mother dead, right next to his father, with them holding hands and their throats slit. When Yamoshi left, they were still sleeping. The army came in when they were sleeping and killed them in their sleep. They covered their mouths, and as they panicked, they realized their fate. And you can guess from there. They closed their eyes, held hands, and that was it. They had a smile on their face as they died. As when he goes to his brother's room, he busts down the door as he sees that his brother is still living somehow, only by barely an inch, but any longer he will be dead within minutes. As he rushes over to his brother, as he says, "Brother, what happened? What happened here?" As he's holding his neck because a jugular point was cut. His jugular vein was cut, so he's holding his neck. As he's starting to choke a little on his own blood. As he says, "Brother," he coughs up a little bit of blood on his brother's shirt, his black tank top. He wears what you see on screen, red boots, black belt with a silver attachment, black. He coughs a little bit on his brother's black tank top, but the blood soon disappears because, or a little stain mark on his shirt. Why weren't you here to protect us? As Yamoshi would stop crying, he says that he was sorry. He says that he wanted to protect his family. He was coming, but the army held him back. Soon enough, Yamoshi was talking to a corpse. His brother soon died after his brother heard him say that he was coming. But his brother didn't believe it. As his final last breath. As Yamoshi says, no, no, please, brother, don't leave me too. You're all that I had left. Please, come back. As Yamoshi would cry into the sky, cursing the gods for their infidelities, cursing anyone who helped in this. As Yamoshi would start to feel an inner rage happen, an inner rage that no one else has dared trifle with, a primal rage that says he will kill anyone and anything in his sights. He looks at the sky and sees the moon. It's been 4 hours. When he left and when he finally came back, the sun was starting to set. As he sees the moon come out. And when he sees it, he starts to transform into the great ape. The great ape allowing him to access a power that no one else has seen before. And he turns into the Super Saiyan 6. This is the Super Saiyan. This is Broly, by the way. Disregard it and imagine it to be Yamoshi with the black pants and red boots and the belt. Imagine that like pelt being black instead of green. So yeah, the Super Saiyan 6. This is what it's meant to be, a Super Saiyan 6. A combination between Super Saiyan 4 and a combination between Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 multiplies the power by 100, and Super Saiyan 4 multiplies the power by 200. Add on top of that, then it would be, hang on. I have a little bit of forgetful memory, so I think it's, if I said a different number, just disregard it. So, the Super Saiyan power of Super Saiyan 3 grants 100%, and Super Saiyan 4 grants the power of 100. Or no, 200, I think I said. But if I said 400 or 5, just say that I said 200. So multiply that, it would be 300. And to keep it simple, I'm saying 100 because my mind can't comprehend anything higher than 100 or 1,000 or a billion. Because I seen a thing on this app that shows what a billion looks like, and yeah. But when I say 100, what I'm truly saying is a billion. So you can get a grasp of how powerful this power is. So when I say 100, I say 100 billion. But I'll let you know when I stop doing that. But anyways, as this power grants him nothing like no other, the incredible power of the Great Ape and Super Saiyan 3, creating Super Saiyan 6. This is what the true Super Saiyan is meant to be. It's essentially like the legendary Super Saiyan, you know, like Broly. Broly has the pure Saiyan power. I'll get into it a little later on into the story. Right now we're covering what Yamoshi and who Yamoshi is in this universe. Who he is in this universe. So yeah, once Yamoshi has activated this power, he swears he's going to find that army and kill anyone and anything that guards his path. We skip about 5 hours ahead. The army is celebrating everything, saying that they finally did it. They finally beat Yamoshi. They were hoping that he would stand down and learn from his mistakes, but they would soon perish. Another hour into the party, someone says, "Hey, what's that in the sky?" As he points at a little bright star in the sky. As this happened on Yamoshi's home planet, while the people who were with the army went back home to their planet, which is about 1 trillion miles away from Yamoshi's planet. After Yamoshi had his wife, his mother, his father, and brother killed, oh, he started to fly right out of there. He instantly, after transforming, blowing the house apart, his power was so viscous and so pure, it destroyed the entire the house on a molecular scale. The molecular compounds of the house were instantly vaporized out of existence. Even the corpses of his mother, father, brother, and wife, they were vaporized into nothing. Even a part of that planet was vaporized. The foundations, the earth around it, I'm gonna say for every planet and like the ground, it's earth. I'm gonna just say that so I don't have to explain. It's not earth, but at the same time, the ground resembles earth. So I'm gonna just say that. It's a planet resembling earth, but it's not like earth. The planet's life and everything is totally different from Earth. They have different flowers that look like aliens. They have different dogs that look like aliens. But yeah, that's the main core difference. That planet was so dangerous, Yamoshi decided to live on it to show that he has the ultimate strength to live on a planet that no one dares live on. And later on, that planet would soon become Vampa. Yep, that planet would soon become Vampa, the first home planet of the Saiyans. But anyways, as Naruto, or no, dang it, as Yamoshi, after when he left, the planet he leapt off of, the ground and everything else was vaporized instantaneously, leaving absolutely nothing behind. The ground of Vampa, the ground of Vampa was a big, gigantic crater. After that, Yamoshi soon left off into the sky instantaneously, carrying speeds that are unheard of. Any Saiyan who has heard of this speed would think it to be a theory, a myth, something that's not possible for a Saiyan to reach. Mach speeds of 10,000. He created a new speed. It's called Mach 1000. It's a speed that he created himself, which nothing in its way would survive. As Yamoshi would fly to the planet that he knows is the home planet of the place, the planet of those people who destroyed his home. As he would come across the home planet and he would fly right at it. As when that would happen, we come back to present time as when that guy said, "What's that in the sky?" As before anyone can comprehend what he said, kaboom. An absolutely gigantic, titanic explosion happens. A gigantic explosion happens and destroys the civilization on the city that he landed at. But anyways, as yamoshi started destroying everything in his path, destroying all of civilization within 100,000 miles, destroying every little base, destroying the army, destroying the air force, destroying the space force, the place that is up in the sky, a space station. He destroyed a space station, highly evolved tech. But through his rage, he soon realized what he was attacking, and realized that some of these weapons can come of use. And then he saw it. Weapon level S rank, Saber of the Light. Saber of the Light. The Saber of the Light is a weapon carried by mighty warriors that could never wield by anyone who is of dark essence. But when he came in the room, he saw it. It was just a handle. He picked it up, and the second he tried to turn it on, it shocked him. He got angry by this, and he grabbed the handle with such immense power and strength. The saber had no choice but to bend to his will. And the saber turned on with a green glow, similar to what his form is expressing. Blue lightning with a green aura. The saber itself in the center is pure green, lime green. But anyways, hang on guys, I gotta go take a leak. I'll be right back. Hello. Anyway, back to the story. So, after he took the Saber of Light. Sorry, I just ate my food a little bit. Made some food a while ago, and after I got back here in my room, I sat down and made a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, as he took the Saber of Light and corrupted it, making it bend to his power of will, making sure that it would not cross him. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, after that, Naruto, dang it! Guys, you gotta stop I gotta stop doing these Naruto what ifs. They are confusing me out of the wazoo. But, yeah, anyway. After Yamoshi took the light, the Saber of Light, Yamoshi struck down anyone with the Saber of Light, killing anyone instantaneously, since the Saber of Light was created by the gods themselves. And pretty soon a god would descend upon this planet and protect it. The Saber of Light was created for this planet to protect it by any means necessary, and a hero of light and dark would wield it, protecting the planet by corruption. Now that the Saber of Light has been corrupted, no amount of good nor bad would stop each other from destroying one another. So the bad side of this planet was showing, starting to take out their own kind, killing one another with indiscrimination, just not stopping. After that, he watched as the planet fell on itself and destroyed each other, watching each other kill themselves instead of focusing on him and him alone. He went to the capital of this planet, and he went to the king who was in this correlation towards him. As he said that he won for his family. He destroyed and got his vengeance, and he has won this battle. As the king, beaten up and bloodied, he says, no, you haven't, Yamoshi. You've lost everything. You have won nothing. You have lost everything, Yamoshi. You have won nothing. No, you're wrong. I have won everything. Beaten by me, Yamoshi Karatoshi, the greatest Saiyan to ever live in this lifetime. As he sticks the saber of light through his chest, going up and then down, cutting him diagonally down center. As he begins to laugh maniacally, laughing like a crazy man. As something happens, you hear the hang on. You hear the clouds start to rumble and crackle with lightning and plasma. As you hear this, Yamoshi! You dare attack my people? The civilization that I've created. Yamoshi Karatoshi, you have reigned upon this land far enough, and I have come to cut you down. Get ready. As a gigantic beam of light shines on the earth with a big boom. As you see the ape god Yarishan. Yarishan is a god of pure power and dark. He is a god of darkness and light. He is the god who is meant to wield the saber of light. Now that he has seen who is worthy enough to battle, who is able to pick up the saber of light and force it to its will, he sees him as a worthy opponent. A little bit of backstory. Yarishan was a man who could take down any foe and make them bend to his will with his power and presence alone. He has lived through billions and billions of years, and all his life he has never met anyone like Yamoshi Karakoshi. And now that he has seen who is worthy enough to fight, seeing that someone has been able to force his weapon to their will, he sees him as a worthy opponent to battle. Well, Yamoshi Karakoshi, let's just hope that the legends that I've heard of you are real. As he does the motion that you see on hand, he opens one hand and he fists the other, and he brings them against one another, and you hear a gigantic kaboom as he does so, showing off his power at 1%. Yamoshi feels a little bit of tingliness in his back, and that is the Saiyan race. That is the Saiyan urge of battle, telling him to fight, telling him to challenge this opponent with his full power. As Yamoshi smiles, as he says, "Bring it on then." As Yatoshi, or whatever, I already forgot the name, as he smiles devilishly with his golden eyes ringing with lust of battle, saying that he has not faced someone with such extreme power, enough power to resist his presence. Enough power to resist his presence. He has not met anyone else besides the other gods who can give him a challenge. He has not met a mortal who can challenge him in over 100,000 years. The one person who was ever able to challenge him and give him a true fight was demigod human. A demigod. Human and god. Half-breed. Hang on. Ugh. Something on my lip. It was bugging me. I had to get it. Now I feel better. Yeah. But anyways, as he flies forwards towards Yamoshi, as his fist collides with Yamoshi's open hand, and he catches it easy, not even flinching. Torikoshi. I think that's his name, yeah, Torikoshi. Yamoshi Tor? No, that's Yamoshi's name, last name. I'm gonna just call this guy Yoramoshi. Yeah, the monkey god. Uh, huh. Hang on, guys. I gotta figure out his name again. What I gave him. And also note, like I said, I am a forgetful person, and it's not gonna matter if you tell me his name down in the comments, because I already came up with a pretty good name already. Yamato Temedo. Yamato Temedo. Yamato Temedo comes forward and, I explained it. Yamato comes forth and throws a punch. Yamoshi catches it easy with a smirk on his face, not even flinched or even fazed by it. So yeah, as Yamato is surprised, anyways, like I explained, he's never seen anyone else who could do that, besides the one demigod human, or whatever. As Yamoshi catches the fist, and he smiles devilishly. He says, "Is that all? Or do you have anything left?" With that cocky smile on his face. You dare insult me, you insolent human! I'll show you! As he changes it up to 5%. Or no, I think I already said that. 10% power. As Yamoshi is just nearly barely able to catch the fist, but he catches it again. Come on. Are you trying to insult me? Yamato is absolutely pissed and enraged by his arrogance. As he grits his teeth and he goes, "Alright, fine. I'll show you my full power." As he grips his fist as tight as he can and throws a 50% punch, landing it on Yamato's face and sending him flying 10 miles away, crashing through multiple buildings and crashing through 2 mountains. As Yamato finally says, "Ha, finally, a true challenge." As Yamato gets up with a bruise or like a scuff mark on his cheek. That actually kind of hurt a little. Alright, let's kick this up a notch. As he powers up with his Super Saiyan 6. Through this entire time, he actually downgraded from Super Saiyan 6 to a Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Now he upgrades all the way to Super Saiyan 6, the powerfulest that he can become, but not fully powerful. As I said, powerful list, not powerful, or the most powerful, powerfulest. But yeah. Hang on, guys, gotta take a drink. Hang on, guys. My mom's calling me. I gotta go answer. Hang on, guys.